After confessing my love to the aloof beauty Vivian and being rejected, I decided to climb the wall into her bedroom. I prepared to take a pair of her underwear as a keepsake. But to my surprise, as soon as I opened the drawer, a flood of online comments appeared before my eyes, laughing hysterically. The perverted male lead is about to steal the female lead's underwear. But little does he know the female lead is just as much a pervert. She secretly stole the male lead's underwear, and every night she takes them out to do depraved things. I looked at the comments in front of me, laughing excitedly. After Vivian rejected my confession once again, I decided to climb the wall into her bedroom to steal a pair of underwear as a memento. As soon as I opened the drawer, a sudden flood of online comments appeared before my eyes, laughing so hard I could die. Ethan is really here to steal Vivian's underwear. Ha ha ha. Ethan, let me secretly tell you. If you reach a little deeper, not only will you find Vivian's underwear, but you might also find something you dropped a few days ago. You don't know! This cold scholarly beauty is a total pervert. Every night she looks at your pictures, using those items to comfort herself before she can sleep. Yet she still boldly rejected your confession. It's because she's too insecure, afraid you'd discover her true self, and be disgusted, repelled by her, and ultimately abandon her. Haha, I was shocked. I hurriedly called my buddy to share the news. He was at a bar groping some flirty girl. After hearing my story, his hands trembled so much I had to exclaim, "No wonder your underwear went missing so easily a few days ago. Turns out it was Vivian's doing. That damn pervert, make her pay for it." I coughed twice and my buddy immediately reacted, "Oh, I forgot you're also a damn pervert." Pervert meets pervert. A twisted match made in heaven. What to do? Get ready to register for marriage tomorrow. I studied Vivian's lace underwear, very satisfied. But even so, I couldn't let her off easily. I said, seriously, no way. She rejected my confession twice. I have to make her feel the agony of possibly losing me. Go mad with jealousy, lose sleep, feel restless, tormented, heart-wrenching. Then tie me up. Lock me in the basement, chain my ankles with iron, crying while kneeling and hugging my neck, begging me not to abandon her. My buddy gave a thumbs up in approval. No one in the world is more perverted than you. In Vivian's bedroom, I finalized my plan. I decided to create a fake girlfriend. This lover had to be absolutely perfect. Great family background, excellent grades, beautiful, gentle, caring, falling for me at first sight, with an extremely possessive streak. To appease this girlfriend, I had to cut off contact with Vivian. No sooner said than done. I got to work. Reluctantly, I put the lace underwear back, placed the love letter back in its original spot in the drawer, confirmed everything was as it was, and climbed out from the villa's balcony. Well, thankfully, it wasn't too high. At that moment, Vivian was probably in the lab running data, unaware of my actions. That night, I slept soundly. The next morning, I woke up past 10 a.m., missing the theoretical physics class entirely. That was Vivian's main subject. I used to always attend her lectures on time, insisting on sitting next to her, occasionally poking her arm, lightly scratching her palm, whispering the latest school gossip, just to tease and cling to her. But today, I vanished all morning. It wasn't until noon that I appeared at the back door of the lecture hall. Her friends were utterly shocked, dragging Vivian over to meet me. "Ethan, didn't you go to class this morning? Are you sick or did you fight with Vivian?" She was worried sick, thinking she did something wrong. I told you, don't be fooled by her tough talk now. At night in the dorm, 2 coughs echoed in her ears. Vivian looked up, frowning, glaring at the person talking beside her, then turning to me, about to explain something, but I cut her off for the next class. "Oh, it's really no big deal. Last night I was out late with my girlfriend. Couldn't get up this morning. Oh right, I probably won't attend this class anymore. My girlfriend's a bit petty. You guys get it. She's a little jealous." So Vivian, I took a math workbook from my bag, handed it to her. "This advanced math workbook with mistakes in returning it to you. My girlfriend says she'll teach me from now on, so I won't trouble you. Let's not contact each other anymore, okay?" With a huff, the workbook fell to the floor. Vivian looked up staring at me blankly, her whole body seemingly frozen, trembling slightly, unable to utter a word. Her friends exploded first. I often came to find Vivian very close with her friends, usually joking around, hoping to pair us together. At this moment, one said this, another asked that, bombarding me. Oh my gosh, is it true? Ethan, we've never heard you mention anything. What's she like? When did you two meet? But didn't you just confess to Vivian? Someone nudged her arm, cutting off the speaker. My confession to Vivian. Her friends all knew about it. But to save my face, it was an unspoken agreement, rarely brought up. I nodded yeah. But then I realized Vivian and I aren't really suited for each other those days. Luckily, my current girlfriend was there for me, making me realize what I truly like. Silence fell around us. Even the most steadfast supporters of me and Vivian getting together were speechless. Vivian's face was pale, head lowered, saying nothing. I waved, smiling casually, then turned and walked away until I reached the hallway corner. I quickly slipped away to hide, peeking from behind. Boom, a sound. Vivian fainted on the spot. The online comments went wild. Oh my gosh, the female lead's been provoked. Says, Ethan's move was truly powerful. Vivian's about to lose her cold facade. Hurry up and skip to the female lead's dark transformation. I want to see the premium content. Upstairs, what's premium content? I looked up, seeing comments that were quiet days ago, now buzzing again, due to Vivian's sudden state. Her close friends frantically gathered around, one pressing her philtrum, another calling for help, another doing CPR, all lamenting. I told Vivian to confess sooner. Look at the mess now. A mutual crush gone to someone else. Exactly what's the big deal about being a bit dark? Nowadays, who isn't a bit gloomy? Maybe Ethan likes that type. Amid the chaos, Vivian finally came to thanks to her friends. Not sure what she heard. She opened her eyes, suddenly gripping the arm of the person next to her, weakly calling my name. Where's Ethan? I just heard his name. Did he come back to find me? Her friend shook off her hand, giving a frustrated glare. Ethan, please, Miss Genius. You were out for just 10 minutes. Right now, he's probably having dinner with his new girlfriend. Her friend picked up Vivian's phone and handed it over, advising, why confess so recklessly? I hid behind the corner, secretly observing the situation. Vivian gripped her phone tightly, was led to a chair in the hallway, head lowered, her expression unclear, only showing a hint of disappointment. Half a minute later, she shook her head slightly. Her voice was soft. No way. Not at this moment. He's just fallen in love. If I confess now, wouldn't I be the other woman? If he doesn't agree, I won't even be able to stay friends. In his heart, my upright image would collapse. I can't let that happen. Then Vivian clasped her hands, making a prayer gesture to the heavens. Maybe Ethan's just joking. I believe he wouldn't fall for someone else so quickly. They'll definitely break up soon. I pursed my lips, as expected of someone who achieves great things. Vivian's so good at pretending. Looks like my move wasn't strong enough. I need to up the dose. Make her truly feel she's about to lose me. To prove with this new girlfriend, I'm serious. Absolutely not breaking up easily. That night, I posted a vague status online. In the photo, I raised a glass of red wine, clinking with another glass of red wine, with a few lines. Tonight is a wonderful night. The luckiest thing is meeting you. I hope to spend my life with you. Love you, heart. Soon the curious crowd caught the scent. What's going on? Who's the other person? In love already? Vivian, no way. I just saw her in the library writing a paper. She can't be drinking wine. Oh, you guys don't know. Today, I was studying in the main lecture hall. Heard people say Ethan's no longer into Vivian. He's got someone new. At that moment, my buddy sitting across from me quietly put down his wine glass. As the only one in on the secret, he was thrilled, helping me take the fake Beatrix-looking love announcement photo, then grinning and leaning and saying, this move's not bad. Now everyone's saying you're not chasing Vivian anymore. I don't believe she can hold out. What's your next step? I'm setting up a slick new social media account. downloaded a refined female student avatar and edited it, changed the name, posted a photo from another angle tonight on the account's status, showing me drinking alone, with the caption, "My boyfriend's tipsy look is so cute." Then I found Vivian's account, sent a friend request. I blinked, preparing for an exciting evening. When I got back to the dorm that night, I saw Vivian had accepted my friend request and sent 2 lines, "Hi, what's up?" At that time the library was closed. I was certain Vivian had seen my alt account, the status content, and guessed my identity. Yet she remained calm as if nothing happened. Truly impressive. I lay on my bed starting to message, "Hi, I'm Ethan's girlfriend. I heard you're his friend and a local. Can I ask you something?" I saw online that the new amusement park in the suburbs has fireworks and a parade at night. We're planning to go this weekend. Do you know the best way to get there? Not sure what nerve I hit with Vivian. In the chat, she kept showing typing, but after several minutes sent nothing. Getting bored, I looked at the comments, seeing that in just a moment, they'd started buzzing again. Ha ha ha, Ethan's really something. Thinking of dating someone else and asking the female lead for advice. Vivian's about to lose it. Can't even type properly. She probably thinks she's the biggest fool. Why should she help Ethan's girlfriend plan? Hey, let her be. I want to see how long she can hold out. About 10 minutes later, Vivian finally replied, "The amusement park in the suburbs is a bit far. Driving isn't convenient. It takes 2.5 hours one way. The fireworks don't start until midnight. How will you to get back to campus after? Why go back to campus?" I pursed my lips. It's the weekend anyway. Ethan and I can just stay overnight. I saw there are plenty of hotels nearby. Vivian exploded, this time not holding back, sending a 60-second voice message. "What, you two are planning to stay overnight? You're both still students, how can you do that? Have you told Ethan about this? What did he say?" No matter what he thinks, as a girl you shouldn't have such ideas. You're such a pervert. Truly despicable. I'll report you to the school administration. I absolutely won't allow it. Dream on. This shameful behavior will never succeed. I was stunned. This was the first time I saw Vivian like this. Where was her innate calmness? Where was that detached, otherworldly aura? So it was all just an act in front of me. I immediately got excited. A pervert like me started arguing with her. "Vivian, what do you mean? Ethan and I are boyfriend and girlfriend. What's so strange about spending the night together? Oh, you've never been in love, have you? Don't know what boyfriends and girlfriends do overnight. It's not just hugging, holding hands, kissing, you know. Sigh, your worrying is pointless. Vivian, what right do you have? You worried yourself." Six sent the final message. Vivian went silent. Exactly. She a mere friend who rejected me twice. What right does she have to interfere in my love life? This was the fatal blow. Before going to bed satisfied, I called my buddy, booked tickets to the amusement park for the weekend. Since I'm acting, I have to go all in. Can't let anyone see through it. My buddy who loves to party was disappointed, suddenly had no objections. But before heading out that weekend, he got a call from his dad, saying his arranged fiancée suddenly returned to the country, telling him to come home for dinner to meet her, to build their relationship. No choice. I went to the amusement park alone. Suddenly, it wasn't fun anymore. I thought for a bit. Simply drove to find a random hotel, booked a room, lay on the bed and slept soundly. When I woke up in the evening refreshed, I opened a food delivery app, planning to eat while watching a movie. Suddenly, I noticed just over 10 minutes ago, Vivian had called me over a dozen times. My phone was on silent. I hadn't heard a thing, thinking it was urgent. I was about to call back when online comments popped up, updating rapidly. They kept reminding me, "Ethan, don't rush. We're keeping an eye out for you. Everything's normal outside, Vivian." This girl's in a total panic now. She's afraid you really went to a hotel with your girlfriend, so she drove to the amusement park late at night, but doesn't know where you two are, nearly turning every hotel nearby upside down. Ha ha ha, she couldn't find anyone. Now she's sitting on the steps crying. A street vendor thought she was abandoned, gave her a balloon to comfort her. As a result, Vivian cried even harder after hearing that, saying you didn't run off with someone else. I'm dying of laughter. Listen to us. She'll definitely call again later. You absolutely can't pick up. Let her worrying more. Less than 2 minutes later, Vivian indeed called again. I was experienced now. Stayed silent playing dead, letting her imagination run wild. After wandering around the mall near the hotel, on Monday noon I returned to campus. As soon as I reached the dorm, I spotted Vivian. She was wearing the light green dress I once gave her, standing below the male dorm building, looking like she hadn't rested properly, burdened with heavy thoughts, uncomfortable and restless, with obvious dark circles under her eyes, pacing back and forth nonstop. Until she saw me, her steps suddenly stopped. She softly called my name. Ethan, you're back. I pretended to know nothing, waved, grinned, and walked over. Why are you here looking for me? Oh, right. You called me a few times last night, I think. I was busy with something else, didn't hear it. Was it urgent, important? Maybe my words were too careless. The online comments started buzzing like, ha ha ha. Didn't expect Ethan to play tough too. Ha ha ha, deliberately ignoring your calls. Let's see what you do. Sticking out your tongue. Guess if Vivian will tell Ethan that she looked for him all night. Even went to the amusement park and cried. I bet she won't. She's so good at pretending she'll make up another excuse. So Vivian, when will you be honest and confess? Confess to win your man back. I looked at Vivian. She frowned, her expression tangled, seeming to hesitate whether to mention last night, when she nearly broke down in madness. But in the end, she took a deep breath, held it in. When she looked up, she showed her usual calm smile, a gentle grin. It's nothing. I just suddenly remembered. Isn't the final exam coming up? I've organized my advanced math notes. Do you want to take a look? Or we can go to the library and I'll explain them to you. I have to say, Vivian's excuse was really lame. The final exam is still 2 weeks away. Even if she got the original exam from the academic office, no need to call me a dozen times at midnight. I smirked, barely holding back a laugh. Half a minute later, I got back into character, seriously shaking my head to refuse. No need. I already told you. My girlfriend's good at studying too. She'll help me review. Vivian, thanks, but I really don't need it anymore. After saying that, I deliberately didn't look back at her. Her face suddenly turned pale. I ran upstairs to the dorm. My roommates were all out at club activities. I lay on the bed, took my phone, logged into the alt account, pretending to be my fake girlfriend. Sent Vivian an angry message. You just went to find Ethan, didn't you? Didn't he say he doesn't want to see you anymore? And doesn't need your tutoring? Once, twice, 3 times, what's your deal? Aren't you a bit shameless? After a long while, the phone screen only showed the other side typing. Vivian wrote and deleted, but sent nothing. I pressed on don't play dead. Think I don't know anything. I was silly enough to ask you how to get to the amusement park. Actually, last night you went there looking for us, right? Seeing me and Ethan together. Scared, jealous, upset. Do you want to be the other woman? No matter what. These words finally hit Vivian's nerve. This time she didn't hold back. Quickly typed a few lines and sent them. Can you not talk so harshly? Other woman what? How are you so sure Ethan really likes you? Haven't you heard the saying? The one who isn't loved is the third party. Who's the third party between us isn't clear yet. I was stunned by Vivian's words. Is this girl really trying to be my other woman? No way. When it comes to psychological perversion, I absolutely won't lose to anyone. Not even Vivian. I chuckled to cheer myself up. Started typing rapidly. What? You think Ethan doesn't like me and likes you instead? I advise you not to daydream. It's you. You don't know. Actually, Ethan often complains about you to me. Says you're rigid, boring, uninteresting. Always putting on a serious face. Only pretending to be proper. How can you compare to me? Full of tricks and fun. To make Ethan happy. I usually watch short films. Learn the latest poses and moves. Can you do that? All you do is talk. Why would Ethan make you the other woman? In a few days, he'll go meet his parents with him. go crazy with jealousy. After sending this long message, it felt so satisfying. But minutes passed. Vivian's side was unusually quiet. This time she didn't write and delete, nor did she lash out with questions. I stroked my chin, suddenly feeling an ominous premonition. So I sent 3 question marks to test. Oh my gosh. This girl must have been crushed by me. She actually blocked me. I looked at the red exclamation mark, frowning. Seems like I overdid the provocation this time. In my phone's album I had a ton of couple photos downloaded from the internet, not yet used. I was planning to post them on the alt account status for Vivian to see. What a waste of my downloads. Well, I was hesitating whether to shamelessly at her again. The online comments suddenly exploded, screaming in unison, "Oh my gosh, everyone! Look what Vivian's doing! Where did she find those adult films? I thought she was up to something. Turns out she's downloading movies." As expected of a top student, she's taking notes while watching films. If I had her diligence and preparation, wouldn't I have gotten into Tsinghua or Peking University? Upstairs, stop talking. The female lead's been provoked by Ethan. Don't you see her taking notes while crying? Ethan, pray for yourself. I see the female lead's about to go dark. Go dark what? Is Vivian finally going dark? I jumped up from the bed, staring intently at the comment. My buddy's eating popcorn. Kept updating Vivian's situation. Alright, now short films aren't satisfying her anymore. Ethan, she's pulled out your underwear and is about to take off her dress with the censoring. Is this for real? Female lead, are you using Ethan's underwear for that again? What's that sound so perverted? How loves this kind of perversion? Satisfied, I lay back on the bed, suddenly remembering when I sneaked into Vivian's house, secretly finding her lace underwear. Too bad I couldn't take it then. Or I could have been a bit perverted too. Just when I in the comments thought Vivian was about to start her dark transformation, lock me up. Everything suddenly calmed down. She didn't come to the dorm to find me, didn't call me, didn't ask around about my relationship with my girlfriend. It was strangely quiet, so weird. It made me want to sneak around and check. But before I could act, something suddenly happened with my buddy. The arranged fiancé his family set up turned out to be his ex-girlfriend he once loved. Back then his blood rushed to his head, persistently chasing her to the end, only to get bored in less than 6 months. Breakup, block her, disappear without a trace. Now her family's getting stronger. He's afraid of retaliation. Climbed out his window, called a car to my place, asking me to let him crash for a few days. Ethan, my credit cards are locked. My wallet's been confiscated by my dad. They're forcing me to go for the arranged marriage. I'm not going. Can I stay with you for a few days? With something like this, how could I not help? I didn't even bother reviewing for finals. Busy taking him to find a hotel, dealing with his family and relatives, thinking of every way to help him dodge Vivian. Her matter was completely put aside for a few days. I nearly forgot about it until the exams were over. My buddy's issue was finally settled. I breathed a sigh of relief, bought a plane ticket to go home and rest. Caught off guard as I was about to drive. A wet cloth with a faint scent covered my mouth. I heard Vivian's suppressed low voice, her breathing slightly panting. Where are you going? Ethan, have you completely grown tired of me? Are you taking someone else home? Oh my gosh, Vivian's finally gone dark. But this was a bit outside my plan. Tomorrow my dad was supposed to make apricot glazed ribs for me. I sighed, then passed out. When I woke up, I was in the basement of Vivian's house. As expected of a famously wealthy family online, even the basement was this luxurious. A large mirror, a temporary wardrobe, even a gaming console and projector. Almost nothing missing. I moved my body, hearing the clink of iron chains. Only then did I realize I was chained to the bedpost. Vivian was right beside me, holding my hand, staring at me unblinkingly. Her face showed exhaustion mixed with tension, until the moment she noticed I was awake. Her whole body was like a taut string, suddenly standing up, frantically calling my name. Ethan, Ethan, don't be mad. I sighed, pretending to know nothing. looking at Vivian innocently. Vivian, what's going on? Why am I here? My parents are waiting for me to bring my girlfriend to meet them. My girlfriend will worry about me. Can you let me call her? Nice, the 3 words my girlfriend successfully provoked her. Vivian closed her eyes, pulled her dress collar down low, revealing a patch of fair skin. She kept taking deep breaths. When she opened her eyes, the cold, abstinent scholar, who never laughed or joked, was gone. In its place was a fully dark storm. She knelt on the bed, climbed up, gently touched the chains, pulled me down beneath her with force. Ethan, you provoked me first. You can't abandon me, even if I'm a pervert. This scene I'd never witnessed before. Vivian's eyes were red, looking like she was about to cry. She pulled my hand to the exposed skin, eagerly showing off her body. Ethan, look at me. I've done my homework beforehand. I'm not naive anymore. Whatever style you want, I can do it. I can try anything, even if you don't want to. She knows I can do it too. Vivian's tears fell like broken pearls onto the back of my hand. I can hide in the corner, as long as you don't abandon me. It'll even be the other woman. The online comments went crazy, updating nonstop. This is the cold beauty stepping off her pedestal. Oh my gosh, so thrilling. Male lead, comfort her already. Vivian's about to break, she's really scared. Scared she can't even be the other woman. Don't say the comments pity such an obedient Vivian, crying and undressing in front of me. No matter how good I am at pretending, I couldn't keep it up. The next moment I turned the tables, touched the exposed skin, pinned her down. Really? I blinked, pursed my lips looking at her. Then let me see what you've learned. The truth proved Vivian had learned a bit, but not much. Just as we were about to roll up our sleeves for a big fight, it ended in 2 minutes. Too sensitive. I covered my face, blankly pulled the blanket over, wanting to fake sleep to avoid this awkward moment. But soon, Vivian's sobbing echoed in my ears. She wiped her tears, pulled at my blanket, desperately apologizing to me. Ethan, I was too excited. It was my first time. Can you give me another chance? This isn't my true level. Even if sensitivity is a common excuse for girls, Vivian's readied expression was truly pitiful. Her cheek pressed against me, rubbing my neck, like the puppy I lost when I was a kid, finally finding its way home. This time it'll hold back. Ethan, don't be mad at me. I turned over, reached out from under the blanket, gently hugging Vivian, kissed the corner of her lips. Who said I'm mad? Not sure if it was that kiss, but this time Vivian was terrifyingly energetic. She clung to me all night. Sunlight seeped through the gap in the curtains. She still kept kissing me until I couldn't take it and pushed her away. She reluctantly stopped, kneeling by the bed, eyes sparkling, looking at me. The comments silent all night. We're finally released from the dark room. My gosh, dark all night. What happened that our noble VIP members couldn't see? Says, finally saw the female lead's figure clearly. The male lead's eating well. Can I jump in for a few scenes? Upstairs, what are you thinking? We waited so hard for this moment, finally heading toward a happy ending. I won't allow anyone to interfere with Ethan and the female lead's happiness. That said, there was still one issue. I looked down at the chains on my wrists. Vivian had padded them with cotton, so moving didn't hurt from friction, though I quite liked her explosive dark side. Being chained like this wasn't ideal. I shook my arms, raised my wrists in front of Vivian, looking at her with questioning and expectant eyes. Vivian, it hurts a bit, can you help me? Hearing me say it hurt, Vivian showed clear tension. She stiffened, like a child, hurriedly lowering her head, frantically blowing on my wrists, apologizing while running to find the key in the cabinet. Her hands trembling as she inserted half the key. She suddenly stopped. Vivian looked up, her lips trembling as she looked at me. Are you going to find her? Things had reached this point. Time to think of a way to wrap it up. I coughed twice, trying to look serious and troubled. You should know, I'm a traditional guy. Even though we've done this, I'm still in a relationship with someone else. You have to let me out, so I can figure out how to explain to her, and blame me for wanting to leave quickly. I just missed my dad's apricot-glazed ribs. Hearing my words, Vivian looked at me with heartache and sadness. She stubbornly held my hand, placing it on her exposed skin. What about me? Ethan, am traditional too. This was my first time. You can't take my first time and abandon me. What am I supposed to do? Vivian kept showing off her figure, as if trying to seduce me. Think carefully. Does she serve you as well as I do? Does she have as many tricks as I do? Are her skills as comprehensive as mine? Does she obey you like I do? Does she know how to make you happy? If you're not ready to break up with her now, I can stay quiet, keep our thing a secret. But Ethan, you have to choose me. The one who once swore she'd be the other woman was now getting ahead, trying every way to push out the competition. I looked at her, half lying, half crying, nodding. This I need to think carefully about. But no matter what, you have to unkind me right now, or I won't consider you anymore. Leaving Vivian's villa, I flew home first. My dad thought I was out causing trouble with friends, so he didn't ask much. Just looked upset, serving me ribs and chicken wings, saying next time I miss an appointment without notice. The house won't save good food for me. My buddy, now tightly controlled by his fiancée, couldn't come, only able to secretly video call me at midnight, asking about my progress. Hearing Vivian went fully dark a few days ago, entering dark room mode, he covered his mouth, screaming, "Oh my gosh, Ethan, you're too good. Didn't expect that pretender to have this day." But what about the fake girlfriend? You're not going to tell her the truth, are you? Tell the truth. Never planned to. Wouldn't that make me lose points emotionally? How would I keep the upper hand later? Vivian, I stroked my chin, shaking my head, firmly denying no way. This house only needs one pervert. As the one who step-by-step lured Vivian into my trap, I'd planned it all, playing the innocent, naive guy who knew nothing about everything. Later, whenever she recalls this, she'll never guess I was the mastermind, only thinking she forced herself on me to chase away the rival who liked me. Since I told Vivian I needed time to think, I hadn't contacted her for days. At first, she could handle it, messaging me daily online, talking about random school and life stuff. About a week later, she couldn't sit still, actively asking, "Have you broken up yet?" Don't misunderstand, Ethan, I'm not rushing you. I just think prolonging pain isn't as good as short pain. This should be cleared up sooner. Hasn't she ever mentioned the future with you? Her intentions are too deep. You'll definitely lose to her later. Or are you regretting it? No way, you're innocent. You said you'd take responsibility for me. How can you regret it? Was my first time. Darling, look at me. Answer me, sob, whimper. Her messages reminded me of Vivian sitting on the bed, eyes red, looking at me, tears streaming down. So I left the chat, simply booked a plane ticket back to campus. Coincidentally, that day was Vivian's birthday. After landing, I took a car straight to the villa area, buying a cake and a bone on the way. The bone to bribe the German Shepherd guarding the gate. The cake, of course, for Vivian. Sneaking into the garden, I climbed up via the balcony. This was my second time climbing into Vivian's bedroom. I felt my skills had gotten much smoother. Peeking through the curtains, she was sitting at her desk, staring intently at her phone. Her expression unclear, like she was waiting for something. A moment later, my phone received two messages from her. "Do you know what today is?" "Never mind, it's not a big deal. But I miss you, especially today." I set my phone to silent, tiptoed quietly behind her, then suddenly hugged Vivian's waist. Who said today's not important? Isn't today the birthday of my one and only girlfriend? Vivian was startled by my sudden appearance, but right after, when she understood what I said, her expression completely changed. She turned around, hugging me tightly. The initial surprise at seeing me, the doubts all vanished, leaving only joy and astonishment. "Are you talking about me, Ethan? Can I be your one and only girlfriend? You chose me right. From now on, I can be with you openly." I lifted her face, gently kissed the corner of her lips, saying word by word, "Yes, Vivian. There's no one else. I only like you. From start to finish, only you, no one else." Vivian hugged my neck, kissing my cheeks nonstop. Suddenly, a warm breath brushed my ear. This time, I bought some new toys. Want to try them? Let's play them all.